musica. An opera on betrayal and forgiveness, on love, lust and love friendship. Clemenza di Tito, Mozart's last opera seria, which was composed just before his death, was recently staged at Chicago's Lyric Opera. It's a complex, extraordinary and musically innovative piece of work, as Sir Andrew Davis explains. He's been the musical director of Chicago's Opera House since 2000.
Mozart had written pieces with obbligato parts for instruments throughout his career, but the Clemenza contains two of the most remarkable, the parto parto for sesto in the first act with this wonderful clarinet obbligato, and then the Vitelli's which has an obbligato part for the basset horn. There's some great choruses, and you see some stylistic changes. For instance, the very end of the opera has this very interesting syncopated rhythm, which sounds very much like Beethoven to me, and it's though, you know, where was he going?
Sesto is probably the most complex character, impersonated by the charismatic American mezzo-soprano Joyce DiDonato.
I find him immensely human, subject to this uncontrolled lust and love that he has for a woman. At the beginning, he has two roads, and one is loyalty and morality, and the other is betrayal and satisfaction with Vitellia, and he chooses the wrong road. It's excruciating when you're watching somebody fall, and you can see it, and he even knows it himself, and yet he can't control himself.
In the 50s, lyric opera was nicknamed the Scala West, and all the great stars such as Callas never missed an opportunity to sing in Chicago, a city which, among the many masterpieces of modern and contemporary architecture, also boasts this much-admired theatre.
The ceiling is the thing that I adore, so very often, if I'm listening to auditions, I will lean back and just stare at the ceiling, which has nothing to do with whether I'm enjoying the singer or not. But it's one of the Art Deco treasures of the world. And it was, of course, a building that was built just before the great crash. So it kind of has the extravagance that we haven't really seen since, in a way.
If I were sitting down with Mozart, I would probably, for one of the few times in my life, be speechless. And everything that came out of my mouth would probably be, I just think you're amazing. I just think you're fabulous. You know, you read his letters and his mind goes from here to there, to there to here. And so part of my conversation would probably just be keeping up with him. But if there was one message I would want him to know, is that whatever sacrifices he went through and suffering he went through, it was worth it because he has transformed the world.